I'm Drew Carey. This is Bob Barker. This is Music Feeds.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today.
Gentle persons.
Gentle persons.
People. We're very
gentle people.
PC around here.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yes.
Gentle people, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
So we're at the pointy end of first day of Soundwave Melbourne. You guys are going to be on stage in very soon, I imagine.
Soonish.
How are you
They
finding
told
it so
me
far?
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
We have 40 minutes.
40 minutes until you're on stage?
Oh, yeah.
We better get cracking then. So how are you finding it all?
It's great, you know.
it.
I mean, we've done this, quite a few times now, and it's, anytime we get to get down here to play for the fans down here, it's awesome, So
Totally.
This is just getting more of them in one spot so they can smell us a little quicker, basically.
Yeah, it's all about smelling and timely smelling.
This one is really bad right now. I'm just
You're
letting
minging.
you know.
You're
I
minging a little.
apologize.
Oh, dude, I smell way worse than you. But
Oh no, you have no idea. No, this
maybe a
is
little
like,
bit.
Well, okay, maybe. You know what? We'll call it a draw.
Yeah, see,
All right.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. We both smell as bad as each other.
It does.
Smells bad.
Now, so whether or not you guys realize this, but whenever you're on Soundwave, you're always the favorite band. Everyone is dying to see you guys perform. Do you kind of feel that when you're on stage that you're the band that everyone's been hanging out to see all day?
Mainly feel like we're just getting over jet lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's all you feel.
That's the crazy thing. It's like we're looking forward to the show, so it writes our schedule. Yeah. How does that work? No, I mean it's ever since we started coming down here in 2000. We've just had a really special relationship with all the fans.
Special.
And that was a rough tour, man. I mean, that
Very
was
rough.
like doing a show, and then after the show, doing in-store signings, and then flying the next day, and like. Oh, we forgot to
It was
sleep,
show,
and then we had a
in-store
show.
in-store show,
I mean, it
in-store show,
It was
in-store.
insane. So it's like we set a crazy foundation for when we came back down, and it's just been it's been reciprocated every time we've come back down. So to hear that makes me feel like we're still onto it. We're still doing something right.
Absolutely. Like if you weren't in the mosh at your set at that big day out that one year when you
Oh
performed,
yeah. The Beastie Boys were on that. It was awesome.
It was a good event. But
Yeah.
then the Slipknot mosh pit, I think it was Pulse of the Maggots. That was when it was just like people talk about that still. People
Yeah.
were just like, man, I was in that pit. I survived it.
That was a good pit.
It was mental.
That was a good pit. Good Barbie pit.
Now,
I guess.
Now, what about you guys?
What is happening? I don't know.
Now, what about you guys as music lovers? Who on the bill are you guys going to be taking time out to check it?
I just went and watched Killer Be Killed earlier
How was
today.
that?
That was
How was
sick.
that? I wanted to see them.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, freaking awesome.
First show ever.
Yeah.
It was their first and best show ever.
So
say
far,
the
this is
reviews.
by far their most recent.
Of all the shows they've did,
This was
that
by
was
far
one of them.
that was one of them. That was one of those shows.
Right on. Now let's talk about a little bit about the album. So The Great Chapter. It's now had a little bit of time to kind of find its footing. It's a fucking badass Slipknot album, but I don't think anyone is surprised by that. How do you think the fans took to it?
I think they were waiting for it. They were waiting for us to kind of share this story, and it's a heavy story, but at the same time, the music takes you so many different places that I don't think they were expecting. So I think on one hand, it was the album that they knew they were going to get, and on the other hand, they were completely surprised by just how far we were going to take it. I think the reception has been fantastic. It debuted at #1 in a bunch of different,
Killed it.
it's here. I mean, it's, you hope for that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you don't write music for that. We started with us, and we liked it, and then it goes to the fans, and then after that, it's out of our hands.
Totally. Well, it also seems as though the beast that is Slipknot is in super fine form at the moment. It seems as though everyone's loving it, everyone's killing it, and it's a well-oiled machine at this point in time.
We're doing
you feeling
good.
that?
yeah, we've had a couple of days of practice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good. That helps.
Yeah. We've, we know our way around it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's where we're from and what we do and the dues that we paid. I mean, we have a work ethic, and it's a very diligent and hard work ethic, and we stick with it. And,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and we are passionate about what we do, and that's I guess that's where it all comes from. I mean, it's really simple and on the surface, but that's really what it is.
There's a lot of bands in our position who maybe take it for granted sometimes, and we've been around long enough to see some ups and downs, not only on our part, but on bands that we used to tour with. So we know both sides of it, and we don't take anything for granted anymore. We go up there with that mindset of let's earn it again, let's do it again, let's go for it again, and it's it's kept us in pretty good stead.
Totally. Well, now,
Except the bread. Somebody took the bread in the dressing room.
Somebody did take the bread.
Someone messed with your rider?
Yeah, somebody take the. So we,
No,
you know,
somebody
we
threw it
asked
against
for a
the
very
wall.
specific multigrain wheat bread, not Weetabix, but wheat bread. Weetabix.
Wheat.
Wheat. I see. Why are you saying the H? So wheat.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Now, so you picked. You got but so you mentioned the album's still brand new. You know, the year's still fresh. What do you guys got in store for the rest of 2015?
This basically.
More and more of this.
Yeah.
Right on.
We've got a handful of more tours kind of set up. We're trying to get to all the different corners of the globe, as it were, and just taking this as far as we can. You know, we got a handful of tunes that we want to release as well, and you know, we'll start working those into the set and changing it up. So every time we hit a new territory, it's a different set,
cool.
and you know, just trying to make it special. You know,
Right on.
and it's so far so good.
Sweet. Cool, guys. Well, you're going to be on stage any minute now, so I'm going to let you get out of here.
I got to go do my deep knee bends.
And squat thrusts.
Yeah, and kegels. I can
Yeah.
kegel
Kegels.
50 pounds.
Kegel.
Is that a lot?
It's probably a lot.
Is
I'm
that
not
a
sure.
lot? It feels like it's a lot.
Sounds like it's a
I
lot.
can kegel a lot.
Well, I'm not going to get in the way of your kegling. So that's enough
Hey,
out of me. Thanks so much,
If
boys.
I had a nickel.
Awesome.